Hi there, so I've just been working on a new little Arduino project, which is for a work colleague's Christmas present. And I had this idea. He keeps leaving mugs of coffee in the kitchen, and he makes them and then forgets about them because he's a mad scientist. And they always say that mad scientists or academics drink a lot of tea and coffee. But in his case, because he's a real mad scientist, he doesn't drink a lot of coffee because he always gets distracted and forgets he's made it. So then it sits in the kitchen and gets cold. So I thought I'd make him a mad scientist mug monitor, which is basically you can have a temperature sensor that you strap round a coffee mug with a Velcro strap, and then when the temperature of the mug falls below a given temperature, it's going to make the alarm go off. So I've written the software and I've just put this together on breadboard, and breadboard is basically this plastic thing with holes in, and the holes are linked together electrically, so you can put components in them, and anything that's on the same row that way on the middle bits between across there is on the same line, and then the other side of this central bit, similar thing happens, then the side ones go that way. So and it's an easy way of connecting things together. I don't use it very much, but I thought I'd give it a go since I just bought one cheaply on eBay. So we've got the Arduino down this end, the same as in the wheeliometer. We've got a buzzer there. Then we've got a small display, an organic LED display. We've got a red LED for the alarm, and we've got 3 control knobs, which are the left-hand one takes the place of the temperature sensor because the temperature sensors haven't arrived yet. So that's just a dummy temperature sensor. So you can see if I change that, the now reading will reduce on the display. The middle knob is a real one that's going to be in the final design, and that's going to set the temperature at which the alarm goes off. So that's shown as set point on the display, so I can bring that down from 80 to whatever I want. And then the third one's just a volume control for the buzzer, which doesn't work brilliantly actually, because it's basically a 5-volt buzzer, and I'm controlling it by one of the pulse width modulation outputs, which sort of crudely works as a bad volume control. So basically it's not going off at the moment, as you can see, the alarm. So what I would have to do is reduce it so that the now temperature, so I'll bring back the set point up to its maximum, which is 80. Now if I bring the now temperature, the temperature of the coffee, down below 80, the alarm should go off. Like that. So you can see the alarm sounding and the LED sounds. Now after 30 seconds the alarm should stop, but the LED should keep going. What else can I tell you in those times? So these are quite nice, these little organic LED displays. This one's half the size of the one I used on the wheeliometer. It's only 32 lines instead of 64, but it's the same width, it's still 128 wide. I've got some really small ones on order that's half the width of that. So after the 30 seconds the alarm sounder stops, but the LED keeps going. I've also built a function in so that if you adjust the set point downwards, you can have a new alarm sounding. So I've reset it since the last bit of the video. So this is the first alarm that's going to go off. If I then reduce the set point significantly, the alarm stops and it's reset now. So now if the now temperature falls to below the new alarm, it goes off again. And whenever I adjust the set point downwards by more than 5 degrees, if the current temperature exceeds it, then the alarm stops like that. It's just a little feature. Oh yes, and I could just demonstrate the bad volume control. So basically if I turn it up, see that's maximum volume, pretty deafening. And then I can turn it down. It probably doesn't, the buzzer probably doesn't like being driven like this. It's because it's basically got a built-in tone generator rather than being just a piezo speaker. So I'll be back to you with a later video when that's all cased up. Hopefully it's all going to cram into this little case here, most of which will be taken up by a 9-volt battery. It's going to take most of it up. Hopefully there'll just be room at the end for the 2 control knobs, the volume and the set point, and some room along the sides for the LED and an on-off switch. And then the sensor will come out on a cable gland away to the sensor. What else? Oh, and I think the display should fit just above the battery box inside here. What I'll probably do, so I've got some of these for making new wheeliometers as well, these clear boxes, bigger ones. So the idea is probably that the display will be underneath this, so it won't be any need to make a display cutout. And then once I've glued the display in place, because these small displays don't have any mounting holes in them, I'll then spray paint from the back the inside of the box to match the underneath, and it'll look probably quite nice, hopefully. So anyway, thanks for watching.